watching Tommy TV.
In 12 days, and this game tonight is against the state champions from 2 seasons ago in Lincoln. Thanks so much for joining us on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. I'm Reed Kamai alongside Garrett Schultz. And Garrett, you know, this team looked a little tired a few nights ago, but they're going to really need to bring the energy tonight.
Yeah, I mean, what you said about the state championship, I feel like it's just these people, they've played with them before and they have experience, so it's just I feel like it's, you know what to expect, and it's a difficult challenge.
And it will be difficult for Taylorville indeed. We'll look at this Lincoln team in just a little bit, but I want to highlight a couple of players that we should especially know, and I want to start with Bailey Jackson. And she's been one of the better players this season, especially in and around the paint. She has averaged 9 points per game. It's down a little bit as of late, but you know that's somewhere where she'll certainly want to improve upon. And Garrett, will see if she has the ability to do that tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's just overall, it's just great team. You know, great communication. That's what it really requires.
Bailey Jackson, one of those players. You see her right there on the screen if you're watching on Tommy TV. Another player I want to highlight, someone who's sort of gone under the radar a little bit, is Julie Wayman. She's stepped up a lot in the last few games, a couple of high-scoring performances, high-scoring in terms of how her teammates have contributed, and she's another good player who's been effective right in that low post position. So I'm sure she'll be looking for a good game as well.
Yeah, you know, what you said about like kind of a under the radar, I mean, I feel like that's good because then the other team, they don't really know, so it's like a sleeper thing, so you don't know, so you don't know what to expect, and it's just there.
That's right, and well, she'll be there indeed, I'm sure, from the junior varsity team, also getting varsity minutes. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill is sponsored by your Taylorville McDonald's, where I'm loving it and they love the Tornadoes. It's also sponsored by Taylorville Community Credit Union, the Senior Citizens of Christian County, Country Financial Agent Nicole Patrick, and Scooter's Coffee. Now, Scooter's Coffee was donating $3 to the Tornado Sports Boosters for every 3-point score by the boys and girls varsity teams, 66 3-point hits by the Taylorville girls team, so that's contributing $198. Add that to the $410 from the football season. We've got $608 so far going to the Tornado Sports Boosters. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue to build up to this game between Taylorville and Lincoln. This is Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV.
Hello, my name is Maya Clayton, and I am so honored to be on your screens tonight. Taylorville is going up against Lincoln Rail Splitters, and let's see who's going to bring it home. Thank you for watching Tommy TV.
there's the Tornado Fight song on Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV, getting set for the start of this one between Taylorville and Lincoln. Players getting ready to come out for their final warm-ups. Let's take a look at the CTI keys to the game tonight. Whoops, and then now they're back on. Well, first they got to start strong, right? This is a strong Lincoln team, so if Taylorville can get off to a good start in this game, maybe they could throw Lincoln a little bit off their rhythm, or should I say off the rails, as they are the rail splitters. Another key is to win the fast break. Now, this happened quite a few times in the last game against Morton, where Taylorville had a couple fast breaks and they were the faster ones up the court and were able to get the points easily, and then they also fell victim to it on the other side. Now, this Lincoln team, they love to pass the ball a lot, so Taylorville has got to be ready for that, especially on the fast break. And keep your heads up, right? It's been a difficult season. They have had struggles in a lot of ways, but you know what? These games happen. And you gotta go through it, right? And just do the best you can every day, every point, every play, all of that. So those are your keys to the game, sponsored by CTI. And Garrett Schultz, what do you make of that?
I really like the stay strong. You keep your head up because at the start you wear them out, even though they could have a point leadage, but you keep your head up. So then you make that comeback, and you win the game.
That's right. Well, we'll see what happens here between Taylorville and Lincoln. Now, I mentioned earlier, Lincoln had won the state championship 2 seasons ago, and they were runners-up the year prior to that. So what that means is, of course, any of the juniors and seniors, at least theoretically in terms of their age, would have been part of that state championship winning team, and the seniors would also have been part of the team that finished runners-up the season prior. So, Garrett, for Taylorville, you're going up against a team with that amount of success. How's that? How would you think that would maybe change their mindset going into a game like this?
Well, it can definitely make a little nerve-wracking for sure, because it's just they've won a state championship, so it's just really nerve-wracking overall. But if they just keep their heads up and they stay calm, I feel like they have this.
Well, we will see what happens. The flag is coming down as we're getting a little bit closer to tip-off here. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on 96.5 The Chill. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill. And we're getting set for the national anthem here. This is Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV.
At guard, 5'4" junior, number 13, Gray Gilbert. And at guard, a 5'3" senior, number 3, Grace Schneider. The Railers are coached by Corey Farmer. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Taylorville Tornadoes. At forward, a 5'9" junior, number 24, Grace Rogers. At forward, a 5'9" junior, number 35, Nora Thomas. At forward, a 5'10" senior, number 12, Bailey Jackson. At one guard, a 5'4" junior, number 3, Hope Kitzman. And at guard, a 5'2" senior, number 4, Peyton DeMichael. Tornadoes are coached by Hayden Eldred, assisted by Kevin Kitzman, Tad McCullough, and Kara Thomas. Officials for this contest are Jack Deering,
Tornado girls
Steve
basketball
Keene,
in 96.5
and Bill
The Chill,
Hickok.
and Tommy TV. We're getting ready for a tip-off between Taylorville and Lincoln. Quick look at the starting lineups for Lincoln. It's Lily Holmes, Grace Schneider, Mason McLeod, Gray Gilbert, and Mia Clark. For Taylorville, it's the usual: Hope Kitzman, Peyton DeMichael, Bailey Jackson, Grace Rogers, and Nora Thomas. Getting ready for the tip-off here, sponsored by our Taylorville McDonald's, where I'm loving it, and they love the Tornadoes. Lily Holmes against Bailey Jackson. It's up, and it's won by Jackson, and Taylorville gets the ball to start this one. They're in their predominantly white shirts, attacking from left to right. Grace Rogers has it at the right wing, then swung across to the left wing for Nora Thomas. And then Kitzman back to Thomas and to Rogers at the right wing. Look for her to be the focal point as DeMichael, almost lets that go out of bounds, but it's stolen away. And it's Mia Clark who takes it across to the left side, then back up between the rings as Lincoln looks to set up on offense. Grace Schneider. Quick exchange there. Remember, they make a lot of quick passes. Back to Schneider as she's at point. Mia Clark. Schneider again to the right side for the three, and it's put in, nothing but net, as Mason McLeod gets the first score of the game. No, you're good. No, you're good. 3-0 Lincoln against Taylorville. Taken across by Hope Kitzman. She was closely guarded by a pair of players, then passes as it's Nora Thomas, and back to Kitzman at the top. Then to the right side to, now back to the left wing, and that is Kitzman. Grace Rogers, no shot clock in this game. Kitzman, then to DeMichael, and DeMichael puts up the three from the left, and that's nothing but net. Peyton DeMichael responding in kind, and it's 3-all.
I'm really noticing both teams have really good chemistry with passing.
And Lincoln especially expect a lot of those quick passes, and we're seeing that right now, a minute and a half into the game. Grace Schneider, and then the three is put up, and it's another make. That was Mia Clark, actually, who took the shot after she took the pass from Schneider.
Another thing I'm noticing, it's like they're getting around the Tornadoes and kind of pushing in.
We'll see what they do on their next possession, as it's 6-3 Lincoln, 6:10 left in the first quarter. Hope Kitzman at the top. She tries to dribble around her defender. That was Holmes, and the foul is called.
It was a failed pass there, but just try to get the person off you. Or
no, I get what you mean. McLeod there with the game's first foul. And actually, they say that was in a shot, so Hope Kitzman goes to the free throw line, and the first free throw circles around and misses, and it's sponsored by the senior citizens of Christian County. Hope Kitzman had 4 points in the game against Morton and fails to score on this trip to the free throw line, as Lincoln's got it back. So taken across here, and it's Grace Schneider over to the left, or rather to the right side, and the three put up by McLeod, and that's long on the rim, out and swatted by Rogers, who then is able to force the hit there off Holmes and regain possession for her side.
It looks like these three-pointers are really deadly. It looks like they're really accurate with their shots.
Both teams shooting well early, as, that one's forced out of Hope Kitzman's hand and out of bounds. And they say she got the last touch. That was just pulled out from Lily Holmes for Lincoln. So It's possession back to the Rail Splitters, as they're called, and it's a 3 put up, and that's long from the left side, and that was Mia Clark who took it. Grace Rogers with the rebound as they take it across, down 3, 5:37 left in the first quarter. Rogers trying to circle around. She finds Kitzman, then to the right side to DeMichael. Quick pass over the top to Jackson, who turns around and shoots, and that one rolls out off the rim. And who got the last touch, as there's a competition for the ball. Didn't really see a signal from the officials, but it does appear as though Taylorville gets it back.
Yeah, it's really good trying to get the ball back, but
5:28 left in the first quarter. Kitzman looking for the pass there. Grace Rogers takes it and puts up the 3, and that's long on the rim, or no, circles, and it's Nora Thomas, and it's up, and it misses in similar fashion as well. Rebounded initially by McLeod, poked out of her hand, and out of bounds, Lincoln ball. So it is 6-3, Lincoln over Taylorville. 5:16 left in the first quarter. Grace Schneider, then pass to the right side. There again, Mesa McLeod back to Holmes. There are a couple of duplicate last names as the 3 is put up, and that's a good one. Mia Clark, it looked like it was going to miss to the left, but just goes right in. 6 points for her on the game.
yeah, these shots are really accurate. They're really like, that was a perfect swish right there.
Timeout called by Hayden Eldred. 4:57 left in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break. 9-3 Lincoln, Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Taylorville had given it up to Lincoln. They had the ball after the timeout, as Lincoln's now got it. Lily Holmes, almost had that swatted out of her hand. Then Mason McLeod over to Grace Schneider. Then back over to, and it's now Gray Gilbert as they go in and around the right side, and the 3's put up, and it's in. Mason McLeod, she's also got her 3. I think all the field goals in this game have been 3-pointers. Now Taylorville looking to respond, down 9. Pass to Bailey Jackson. She gets the shot and the foul put in from the right side. That's exactly what I was expecting she'd do, Bailey Jackson.
Yeah, both of these teams, what I've noticed, they're shooting really deep except for that last play right there. That was a really good layup.
So Bailey Jackson goes to the free throw line. It's sponsored by the Senior Citizens of Christian County. That one misses long, out rebounded by Grace Rogers, and then the pass to Nora Thomas. She just barely keeps it in bounds and hits it to Bailey Jackson, who cannot do so right in front of the Lincoln bench, so it goes back to the Splitters.
Yeah, Lincoln's playing really aggressive here.
All of their makes 3s so far in this game. 4:12 left. It's 12-5 Lincoln. Left side to Mia Clark. They're about to make their first substitution of the game. We'll see what happens there momentarily as Mia Clark's got it. Pass inside and a steal as Hope Kitzman comes away with the intercept. Nora Thomas then just takes it on the left side, looking to lay in the shot, and she does. The banker, how about that from Nora Thomas?
Yeah, it looks like they're really starting to understand what Lincoln's trying to do here. They just took that from them.
Taylorville with the first steal. They've fallen victim to that a lot this season. Mia Clark on the left side, her side up 5, and the floating shot is short, and she gets it back. Amid a scramble of players, Grace Schneider then just loses control of the ball. But her teammates got it. Then they get it back out to the left wing, and the 3 is put up, and it's short, or just actually barely a bit long, but rebounded back towards her, and actually with Holmes, as Lily Holmes has got it, and she turns around and takes the shot, and it's put up and short and rebounded by DeMichael as Taylorville gets it back. 3:09 left, and they are down 5. Grace Rogers, Pete DeMichael over to Bailey Jackson. Then across on the left side, that is Hope Kitzman. That is DeMichael. Then over to Grace Rogers. Rogers turns around and takes the shot, and that's long on the rim. Rebounded there by Lincoln, and they get it back.
His passing has been really beautiful so far.
Lincoln now with it underneath the basket as Gray Gilbert was looking for the shot, and the jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors Lincoln because they lost the tip-off earlier. As changes are made, let's see who came on just now. it is Max Simplecamp, and I think that's Joe Durbin, the other player who came on for Taylorville. Nora Thomas and Peyton DeMichael are dropped to the bench. Lincoln's got it, 2:40 left, and they are up 5. First quarter. Top and then inside now over to the left side. Pass tipped, intercepted. Second steal of the game for Taylorville as the pass is looking there for Grace Rogers. She keeps it, tries to put the shot up. It's a bit speculative, and it misses off the backboard, and it's rebounded by Lincoln. Both teams really going up the court quickly. I feel bad. I'm giving you a chance to talk, Garrett, but the pass is out of bounds. It's Taylorville ball now. I'll let you talk.
Yeah, Lincoln, they're really struggling to shoot non-threes. They're really like not getting up close. They're staying far away from the basket.
Living and dying on the 3 is Lincoln. That's where all the points have come in this game. 6 each for McLeod and Clark. 12-7, Lincoln leading Taylorville. 2:06 left in the first quarter. Grace Rogers on the left wing, then back over to the wing, and to Jackson on the right wing. To the top now for Max Simplecamp. Just a stutter step, then finds Durbin on the corner. Back to Simplecamp at the top. Jackson on the right wing as she turns around trying to get past her defender Paisley Holmes. Then back over to Jackson, and she puts up the 3 over Holmes, and that's missed to the right. Rebounded by whom? I think they're saying jump, or was it out of bounds? No, if it were jump ball, hang on a second, the discussion. Are they saying, okay, I think they're saying jump ball because Taylorville had the possession arrow. As Taylorville gets it back, 1:41 left, 12-7. Hope Kitzman to inbound it. 1:41 left, Grace Rogers has it then to Joe Durbin from the right side, and the 3 is put up, missed to the right, rebounded there by Lily Holmes. And Lincoln now trying to get ahead against the full court press, and a travel force against Lily Holmes. Taylorville gets it back.
Yeah, it feels like they're really just trying everything to kind of catch Lincoln off guard here. They're really just messing with them, it seems like.
And a couple of those attempts have been successful in this game so far. So we'll see what happens as the game goes on. 1:26 left, and it's still 12-7, Lincoln over Taylorville. Now to the left side, that is Max Simplecamp, then to Kitzman at the top as she's guarded there by Paisley Holmes. Pass inside, tip to Bailey Jackson, and she's got to turn around, guarded by a pair of defenders. She's got to get rid of it. Jump ball is called, and it's Lincoln possession this time.
I really like that Taylorville. They always have like at least 1 or 2 people close to the basket, so if they need to pass to them or they just need to like have a distraction.
1:07 left in the first quarter. Remember, no shot clock. Lincoln still up only 5. The champions from 2 years ago. Now it's at the top with, I think that's Mia Clark, and she takes the floating shot. That misses on the rim and out rebounded by Hope Kitzman, and she takes it up the floor quickly. Long pass over the top to Durbin on the right side, then to Simplecamp right behind her. 2 defenders in front of her, finds Nora Thomas on the slingshot pass. Thomas goes in, back to Simplecamp on the 3, and that's off the rim, rebounded by Jackson. She turns and looks for the shot and draws the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line, sponsored by the senior citizens of Christian County.
It seems like these distractions have been working. Lincoln's starting to miss more of their 3-pointers, unlike the first part of the match where they were kind of just, both teams were scoring constantly with the 3-pointers.
Bailey Jackson makes the first of the 2 free throws. She missed her only shot earlier, and it's actually the first free throw made by either team in this game. Second one goes up, and it's in as well. So 2 for 2 from this trip to the line. 35 seconds left. 12-9. Lincoln leading Taylorville. Morton was from a couple nights ago. Taking it across. Grace Schneider on the left side. Blocked there by Bailey Jackson as she tried to lay it in from the low post. Out of bounds. 24 seconds left. Go on.
It's a pretty good block right there by Bailey.
Bailey's got the height. 5'11". I think the tallest player on the team, if I'm not mistaken. Pass over the top there on the inbound, actually, from Grace Biven. She's one of the players who's come on. Mia Clark looking to drive, but then finds her teammate on the right side. Now over to the wing, or Paisley Holmes. Now back to the wing, so it was on the corner earlier. 14 seconds left. They got to get the shot away. Paisley Holmes, pass inside, looking for the layup, and that miss on the right side. Then back out to her, and the shot put up, and the foul is called. And she'll go to the free throw line, Mia Clark. 4.8 seconds left. She can make this a multi-score game. If you're hearing any voices outside of myself and Garrett, you might be hearing the broadcasters from Lincoln as the first free throw goes in. Actually, I didn't think this is my first game I've commentated where I've actually had the away team have a broadcaster as the second free throw goes in as well. Really glad to have them on. 4.8 seconds left, and that's Simple Camp on the inbound pass. 2 seconds left. Bailey Jackson's got to get rid of it. She's got to turn around, and she passes back to Kitzman, who can't get the shot away. It would have banked in off the three otherwise. It is 14-9 Lincoln over Taylorville as we reach quarter time. This is Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV started the second quarter. Taylorville down 5 against the champions from 2 seasons ago as the pass over there is tipped. That was Taylorville who had the ball, and it was tipped away by, I think that was Paisley Holmes who got her hand to it. And Taylorville gets it back right over on the baseline as it is Max Simplecamp. And she takes that pass inside. Oh, and a bit of a collision. And I think they're saying that's a foul as Taylorville gets another chance. And I think they're saying that's Grace Schneider. We'll have to get confirmation on that. Yes, it's Schneider. So first foul against Lincoln in the second quarter as passes inbounded to Durbin, looking for the high pass to Julie Wayman. That's her prime position as it's on the ground, and the jump ball is called. That should be Lincoln's ball as they get their first possession in the second quarter.
I'm noticing Taylorville, they're really good at dragging these fouls out just so they can get some free points.
We'll see if they can get themselves into the bonus in this second quarter as it's 14-9, Lincoln over Taylorville, 7:37 left in the second quarter. Grace Schneider, pass over there for the three to Mia Clark, and that's long on the rim, rebounded by Lincoln, and they put it in. I think that was Grace Biven. Might just wait for confirmation. Yes, that's Biven. That is actually the first non-3-point score by Lincoln in this game. They've lived and died behind the three. So it is 16-9 Lincoln, 7:15 left in the second quarter. Right corner to Wayman, then to the top to Simplecamp. She looked like she wanted the three. Nora Thomas takes it at the free throw line, then back over to the Wayman at the right short corner. Kicks it back out to Durbin, then to Simplecamp. DeMichael now at the corner. That is that's Simplecamp, then to Wayman. Oh, she was looking for the foul there. That's swatted away and over to Lincoln as both teams are attacking quickly. Taylorville tried the full court press as that's Grace Schneider now on the right side. Left side now to Mia Clark, then to the top to, now back to Clark. A couple of exchanges here between her and Grace Schneider. Now to Clark over on the corner. Inside pass, they're looking to claim it. Oh, any three Taylorville players could have gotten there, and Wayman just has to foul her opponent there, Paisley Holmes. As Lincoln gets the ball, it looks like they're saying that's on the floor. So Wayman there with her side's first foul of the game. As Lincoln gets the ball back, 6:28 left in the first quarter. That is Mason McLeod, I think. Yeah, who's to inbound it. Yep. So she inbounds it to the right side and then trying to circle around to get the shot, and it's laid in by Grace Schneider, her first points of the game. And Taylorville's got it here, 18-9 down they are against Lincoln. 6:15 left in the first quarter. Grace Rogers turning around, taking the shot there, and that's off the backboard, out rebounded by Lincoln as they take it across, looking to stretch their lead even further. It was a decent start by the Tornadoes, considering they're going up against the team that won the state championship 2 seasons ago. But now it's kind of falling apart for them. Mia Clark from the paint, and she turns around and puts it in. 10 points for her on the game.
Yeah, Lincoln's starting to really switch from three-pointers to layups now.
And the timeout here called by Hayden Eldred. We'll keep it right here. It's sponsored by Taylorville Community Credit Union. So 10 points there, like I mentioned, for Mia Clark, 6 for Mesa McLeod, and 2 each for Grace Schneider and Grace Bivens, and 2 Graces each on 2 points. We've seen both teams play a really quick game, just trying to get up the court quickly. And I feel like it's giving the 2 defenses a bit of a difficult time there to get themselves set up. Garrett, what do you make of that?
I don't know. Taylorville's really struggling to capitalize off of rebounds and takeaways right now.
And in the what was it? The State Farm Holiday Classic. I almost forgot the name of the tournament. They struggled there as well to get those defensive rebounds, and that gave their opponents a lot of those second chance opportunities, even third chance opportunities. 20-9, Lincoln leading Taylorville. 5:41 left in the second quarter as we get back to the action here. Grace Rogers now for the 3 from the right side, and that's short on the rim. Rebounded on the left side, and more trouble with the rebounds for Taylorville as it's down on the ground. And I think they're saying that's Taylorville. No, I think they're saying it's Lincoln ball on the Taylorville baseline. As just wait to see who was sanctioned for the foul there. I think they're saying it was Wayman again. That's her second. So Lincoln gets it back. It is 20-9, by which they lead. 5:25 left in the second quarter. Left side there to Grace Schneider. Paisley Holmes, then the 3 from Emma Hutchinson, and that takes a couple banks and misses as Grace Rogers gets the rebound, taking it back across as Taylorville again goes quickly. 20-9 as Joe Durbin's got it. Then back to the top to Peyton DeMichael. Top again, DeMichael as the pass was between her and Nora Thomas. 3 put up, and it's Joe Durbin who puts it in from the left corner for her first score of the game.
That was a really good shot by Josephine Durbin.
Just took a few bounces on the rim and then went in. 4:43 left, and it is 20-12 as the 3 is put up and looking for an immediate response. They don't get it as it's off the rim and taken by Wayman as Grace Rogers now takes it across halfway on the left side. 20-12. Taylorville trailing. 4:27 left in the second quarter. DeMichael at the top, and it's a 3 put up by Durbin. She was looking for another one. Rims out, and a foul called as Wayman drew it. And I think they're saying that is... Okay, I don't know who committed the foul there. Oh, they're saying that's Clark, her second foul of the game. So a couple of players on individual foul trouble.
Yeah, I feel like if Josephine wouldn't miss that shot, that would have just been beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
4:19 left as Hope Kitzman looking to inbound from underneath. She finds DeMichael, then to Grace Rogers. Right at 15 feet now to Jackson for the 3 from the right side, and that's nothing but net. And we haven't normally seen Bailey Jackson hit the 3s, but she does so now. So it's 20-15, 5-point game. That's what it was at quarter time. Now over on the left side, as there are a couple passes between Lincoln players. Now they try to take it over to the right side. Tipped and almost stolen by Hope Kitzman. She couldn't quite hold on to the intercept, and it's out of bounds. Lincoln ball. So the Rail Splitters get it back right in front of the Taylorville bench. 3:54 left in the second quarter. Feeling a nice little breeze here, which I can't say I mind. Gets a little sweaty in here sometimes. Lily Holmes, right side for the 3 for Emma Hutchinson, and she drills that one. First 3 of the second quarter for Lincoln, and her first points of the game. So it's Taylorville now 23-15 up, or down rather. Right there, oh, Durbin almost let go of the pass. Peyton DeMichael, both teams having trouble controlling the ball here. Now over to the right side, just dribble there, and then to Durbin, DeMichael, then to Grace Rogers over on the left wing, and she puts up the 3, and that's long on the rim, and the rebound's taken by Grace Schneider. She takes it up the court quickly. Right side, now back to her. Then the 3 put up by Emma Hutchinson, and that's another 3 there, as she's on the board this time. So actually, no, 6 points for her. Okay, I misrecorded that. So yeah, she's up to 6 points, 2 threes there, and in quick succession as well, as Lincoln is finding their rhythm. Now Taylorville trying to do the same thing. Jackson from the right side, that pass tipped away, but out of bounds, and actually right over towards our table here, and it's Taylorville ball again.
I feel like Lincoln, like you said, they're really starting to get in the groove of things.
I'm just glad they didn't hit our equipment just now. 2:45 left, 26-15 for Taylorville, or rather for Lincoln. I'm getting the teams mixed up here. Grace Rogers, left side. Back over to DeMichael, then to the top to Kitzman. Jackson does a couple fakes there. I couldn't see behind the official. Kitzman to the top. Looked like she was going to take the three. Then DeMichael does from the left wing, and that's rebounded long in her direction, but taken by Lily Holmes. 2:18 left in the second quarter as Lincoln is up 26-15. Left corner now to the wing then, and then to the right wing. Schneider to McLeod for the three. That misses back out towards Grace Schneider. Now left side then. Right side to Emma Hutchinson, and then turns around, takes the shot, but oh, she stepped out of bounds as she rebounded the ball, and Taylorville gets it back as Max Simplekamp comes back into the game. Some one or two cheers there. I'm not sure what that was for. Well, we'll find out. 1:50 left in the first half. Taylorville down 11. I gotta catch my breath here. It's been a fast-paced game. Peyton DeMichael on the left wing. Back to, that is Simplecamp, then Kitzman over at 15 feet. DeMichael now for three, put up, and it's swish. She made a three in the first quarter, does another one in the second.
It's just going, both teams are just going off and on. They're clicking, and then they kind of like unclick.
4 free throws, or 4 threes, I should say, by Taylorville so far in this game. Each of them a $3 donation by Scooter's Coffee to the Tornado Sports Visitors. Turn it around to the left side and then put up, and it's in. 2 from Gray Gilbert from left short corner. 1:04 left as Taylorville has it back. 28-18 the score here. Simplecamp. Then to the top to Grace Rogers, Bailey Jackson. Oh, almost taken there by Kitzman, instead intercepted by Grace Schneider. She drives in on the left side, and that's board rim out, rebounded by her teammate off the board that time as it misses, and it's Hope Kitzman who gets the rebound. Foul called as Taylorville gets a bit of a rest here. Substitution for Lincoln as Paisley Holmes comes in. Lily Holmes is given a rest. Lily Holmes yet to score in the game. Paisley Holmes, I'm pretty sure she did not score earlier like I thought she did. 28 seconds left. Bailey Jackson, long pass there, intercepted. That was a bit difficult for Max Simplecamp to reach as a foul is called. That is going to be Taylorville's third, and I think Hope Kitzman was the player whistled for the foul.
They're really getting a lot of fouls here. It feels like Tornadoes are playing more of a cleaner game, less fouls.
Max Simplecamp actually was the player who was whistled for the foul. 1 foul left to give for each team. 18 seconds left. Lincoln looking for another score right before halftime. At the top, between the rings, and that's Grace Schneider. Then over to Mia Clark as the foul is called. Max Simplecamp was called, and she had actually gone to ground. That's her second foul of the game, and now Taylorville has maxed out on fouls for the remainder of the first half. And by remainder, I say 8 points. To inbound. Done so to Paisley Holmes. Then back over to the Holmes, 5 seconds left. Short inside pass, looking for the shot there, is put up, and the foul is called. 0.9 seconds left. And whether it's in a shot or not, Lincoln goes to the free throw line. So I think that is Clark who is taking the free throws. She puts up the first one, it's long on the rim and missed. Stay tuned for halftime. We'll have a good look back at the first half. Lincoln, for the moment, up 10. Here comes the second free throw, and that misses in similar fashion. It's rebounded, and I don't know who got it, but that doesn't matter as we reach halftime. Well, the score is Lincoln 28, Taylorville 18. Remember, coming up, we'll look back at the first half, see what the two teams need to do as we go into the second half. This is Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV.
is one of the things you think the team has improved most on since the first game of the season?
Definitely our first game, we were also getting a feel for each other and figuring out how everybody plays. So we've definitely come a long way since then, and we all share the ball pretty well.
What do you think is one of the team's biggest strengths this season?
Definitely, like I said, we don't really have to worry about one person just holding onto the ball the whole time. We share it all pretty well, and nobody gives up. We all try our best.
What do you think is one of the biggest challenges?
We definitely lost a lot of height from last year, so definitely that aspect, and also turnovers.
What game are you most proud of so far, or which one are you most looking forward to for the rest of the season?
Definitely our Rochester game. We were down by almost 20 points, and we came back and ended up winning that in overtime.
What is one of your personal goals for the rest of the season?
Definitely rebounding more and just being a good leader and role model for the rest of my teammates.
Tornado girls basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. At halftime, it is Taylorville 18, Lincoln 28 in this matchup, the first of 6 games in 12 days for Taylorville. The schedule really ramps up for them as we go about the next few days. Thanks for sticking with us on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. I'm Reed Kamai alongside Garrett Schultz. And Garrett, when you look back at the first half, we saw plenty of players shooting quite well. For Grace Rogers, on the other hand, someone we've talked about a lot throughout the season as, largely being like the focal point of this offense. For her, it's been a little bit more of a struggle to get going. What do you make of that and what maybe Taylorville needs to do in the second half?
Grace Rogers, she's really been off her A game recently. She needs to, kind of get herself back into, her prime shooting back when she was going crazy. If, Taylorville wants to win this. But, just key points for a second half, it's kind of just focus more on your accuracy and shooting and kind of keep it a little bit slower pace, because I've noticed both teams they've been moving really fast and they kind of slowed down at the end, but that kind of allowed slowing down. I guess fast does kind of work, but it just not that accurate.
Fast passing from both teams and a lot of three-pointers as well. 4 from Taylorville, and I meant to do a count during the ad break there. 6 for Lincoln as they continue to really pour it on. But I would say Taylorville actually would be feeling quite good about how this game has gone. You're going up against a team that won the state championship 2 seasons ago, and you're down only 10 at halftime, and we've seen worse from this team earlier in the season, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I would say.
Yeah, so I think Taylorville could be happy about that. Let's look at some of the halftime points totals. Let's see. We'll start with Taylorville. 7 points from Bailey Jackson, 6 from Peyton DeMichael, who had a pair of 3-point hits. Joe Durbin with 3, and Nora Thomas with 2 points. And then for Lincoln, let's see, who do we have? We've got Mia Clark, who's got 10 points. Grace Biven with 2 points. Emma Hutchinson, who has 6 points. 6 points as well for Mesa McLeod, and then 2 each for Grace Schneider and Gray Gilbert. So the G's getting involved with 2 points each. Well, I talked about those 5 games in 12 days, or 6 games in 12 days. It will be, well, 5 and 10 days after this, and those games will be away to MacArthur, Mount Zion, and Sacred Heart Griffin. Then they'll be back at home next week, Thursday, against Alton, and we'll have that game for you both on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. And then they travel to Monticello on Saturday, on the Saturday thereafter. So that would be the 24th, if I've done the math correctly here. And then all of the games, home and away, are available on 96.5 The Chill. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill is sponsored by your Taylorville McDonald's, where I'm loving it and they love the Tornadoes. It's also sponsored by Taylorville Community Credit Union, the Senior Citizens of Christian County, Country Financial Agent Nicole Patrick, and Scooters Coffee. Let's take another break. When we come back, we'll have the actually no, we won't take a break because let's go sideline now with Maya, who's got a special guest.
Thank you, Reed. I am with varsity coaches, varsity cheer coach, Coach Rexroad, and Coach Farden. Now tell me, how have your girls impressed you this season?
You know, half of our team this year is freshmen. Over 10 of them are. And so I have a team of 21. They've really stepped up to the plate, performing to people that have been cheering a little bit longer than them. They've done really great. Also, you see a lot of leadership from our upperclassmen as well. We have 6 great seniors that have really stepped up, and their leadership has just really made the team cohesive.
Thank you.
Yeah, same thing Shelly said. It's really hard when you have a group of 21, 22 girls all together at any given time, ranging from freshmen all the way to seniors as one big group. So I feel like they've done a really good job at really learning from each other, growing from each other, and really just kind of becoming sisters almost, and always working together, kind of keeping everything positive all the time.
Thank you, guys. All right, back to you.
Thank you, Maya. Now we'll take a break. When we come back, second half between Taylorville and Lincoln. It is 28-18, Lincoln leading Taylorville. This is Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV getting started with the second half here. Taylorville down 28-18 against Lincoln. I'm Reed Kamai alongside Garrett Schultz on Tommy TV and 96.5 The Chill. And jump ball is called as that ball was almost pulled out from the hands of Hope Kitzman by Mesa McLeod. Oh, dang. And I just spilled some water on me. Okay. Well, that's going to be cool. All right, well, yeah, let's not take the commentator camera shot for a little bit. 28-18 is the score. Lincoln on the left side, and it's put up, and it's in. That is Mia Clark, who's put that in. 13 points for her on the game. Actually, now that I think about it, I think both teams actually doubled their points tally from the first quarter in the second quarter. There you go. as it's put up then by Nora Thomas, and then that missed it, and the shot by Bailey Jackson is put in, and she's up to 9 points on the game.
Beautiful rebound there.
So it is 31-20. As Lincoln's now got it over on the left side. Pass there, swatted, and it's now to the right side. Lincoln still got it at the top with Grace Schneider. Now to the right side. Oh, it looked like she was looking for a pass. Clark. Oh, then tried to give it to her opponent in the paint, but Taylorville's got it. I'm pretty sure they've been winning the turnover battle in this game. That'll be something of a win for the Tornadoes, I'm sure. Kitzman. Oh, she was looking for DeMichael was looking for Kitzman. Grace Rogers turning there, looking for Nora Thomas. Oh, stolen and kept in bounds. What a play there. And the long pass is going to bounce out of bounds on the other side and almost hitting one of our Tommy TV cameras. Tornadoes have it back here. 6:31 left in the third quarter. As it is 31-20 in favor of Lincoln. Peyton DeMichael now at the top, then to Rogers, again over on the left wing. Now to the right wing as Nora Thomas has it, and foul is called against McLeod, it looks like.
Might be going to the back at the start of the match where they got rest and now they're locked back in.
Yeah, they've looked like they've had good energy so far in the second half. First few minutes of it. Pass inside. Oh, but that's given away as Thomas couldn't find her teammate. So now Grace Schneider has got it on the right side, and Kitzman now turning around looking for, oh, did that come off a Taylorville player? Hope Kitzman is saying that did last come off the Lincoln player's foot. That would have been Grace Schneider, but ball goes to Lincoln. Now left side then, that's Grace Schneider. Or no, she dribbles in from the top, drives and kicks it back out to the right side for three from Mason McLeod. And that's a three for her, all threes to start the second half, just like it was in the first. As Taylorville wants an immediate response, they go up court quickly. DeMichael Kitzman. Jackson now on the left corner. Now she drives in from the left side and gets the bank shot. What a shot that is, as she gets the bank from the tight angle.
And like you said, they're Lincoln shooting far again and Taylorville's up close.
Whatever will get you the baskets, as Grace Schneider kicks it to her teammate, then puts it up for three. That's long and off the rim, rebounded by Lincoln. Now to the right side. Long pass there, it's out of bounds as it goes over the head of Mason McLeod. Changes now for both teams as Thea Susley comes into the game for the first time. So does, well, albeit not for the first time in the game, Mac Simplecamp. As Taylorville's got it now, 5:04 left in the third quarter, and they are down 12. Right side, Susley then to Kitzman. Left as, now back to the right wing for Jackson. Jackson to, I think that was Susley on the left wing, then top Simplecamp, trying to dribble around her defender Schneider. Now Jackson at the top, looking for her teammate. Remember, no shot clock. A long cross-court pass to Susley on the left corner. Now back to the top. Jackson now looking to cut in front of her opponent Schneider. Oh, but she stumbled, and then that poked away as Lincoln gets it back. Now it's Schneider again, and she is fouled by Max Simplecamp. That's her third foul of the game.
It seems both teams are starting to kind of play more aggressively.
4:25 left in the third quarter. 34-22. Mia Clark now has it. And then over to the right side to her teammate Grace Schneider, turning around, then back to Clark as she tries to drive in. Pass over in the left short corner, and then she cuts in, and that's Grace Biven who puts it in. 4 points for her on the game.
Just gotta hope we can't really afford any more fouls right now.
One foul for each team in the third quarter, and Simplecamp on three. I think there might be one other player on three. I'll have to double check. Kitzman rather at the top finds Susley, then back to Kitzman. She's over at the right wing. Now cut inside and back to Simplecamp. Or rather, Kitzman now to Simplecamp on the left wing. I'm getting the names mixed up there. Oh, that was I don't know what she was going for there. Oh, but she steals it back and then draws the foul. Good heads-up play by Simple Camp there.
I really feel like it'd be a tactic where they kind of just keep on passing and kind of just move in slowly.
Clark with her 3rd foul of the game. As Simple Camp goes to the free throw line, they say it's a foul in the act of shooting, so free throws for her, sponsored by the senior citizens of Christian County. And that first one is short on the rim. Grace Rogers comes back into the game, and it's Nora Thomas. Second free throw is up, and it's in. 1 for 2. Taylorville as a team 3 for 7 from the free throw line, so that's something they'll want to improve on. Oh, is that stolen again by Simple Camp? And it's I think they say a jump ball. Taylorville wanted the foul, so that way they didn't have to spend the possession arrow. Substitution as Paisley Holmes comes back into the game for Lily Holmes. That is inbounded to Bailey Jackson, back to Simple Camp. Then Rogers at the left wing now to Sousley, who put up the 3 from the right side, and that's on the rim and out of bounds as Mia Clark tried to rebound it. And so it's Taylorville ball.
Yeah, we've definitely seen some impressive defensive efforts from Lincoln here.
Kitzman looking to inbound it, and she finds her teammate Sousley. Then back to Sousley at the top. Kitzman again. Exchanges between those two players, and the 3 is put up, and it's short there as Taylorville rebounded, but then they missed again long, and now Lincoln has it again. Oh, swatted away by Kitzman, or Simple Camp, and it's a 2. Oh, no, they're saying it's on. Okay, she put up what appeared to be a 2-and-1. They're saying it's on the floor. Now the foul, so there's still a foul, and it's Lily Holmes who committed it. Taylorville really wanted the 2-and-1. They're not going to get it. Bailey Jackson substituted, as is Hope Kitzman, in place of, I think that was Joe Durbin who came on, and Julie Wayman.
Yeah, if they would have let them have that shot, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, that was impressive from Max Simplecamp. She's got a couple steals and just the 1 point. Wayman gets the inbound, then inside pass to Sousley, who just throws it away to her equivalently numbered opponent, Paisley Holmes, who now is dribbling in and gets the 2-and-1 herself. Oh no, it's a charge. They call it a charge. So Taylorville gets it back. So I think that would be against Biven. That's her 2nd foul of the game. I missed where the other foul was, but Taylorville has it. They are down 36-23, 2:43 left in the 3rd quarter. Rogers now has it, then at the top to Simple Camp, then over on the left side to Paisley Holmes. Rogers again, now right side there to Durbin. And she's looking for a room to dribble, finds Rogers between the rings. Then to Sousley, at the top now to Joe Durbin. And she puts up the 3, and it's short there, rebounded by, I don't know who got it, as a lot of contact going down there, and I think they're saying it's, who are they giving the ball to? I think they're going to give it to Lincoln, as the Taylorville player is the one who committed the foul.
Yeah, both teams are starting to get pretty aggressive here, especially with defense.
And that was, by the way, Julie Wayman. Now, Lincoln has maxed out on their fouls. Taylorville with 2 in the 3rd quarter. 2:04 left. Lincoln still up 13 now. Left side put up there, and it's board rim out, rebounded by Taylorville. And Sia Sousley gets it and holds on amid the Lincoln pressure. Joe Durbin now. Then to the top to Sousley. Grace Rogers takes the 3, and that's rim board out. And who gets the rebound is Julie Wayman, who gets it and forces the foul, and she goes to the free throw line. Taylorville staying aggressive here. Really, both teams playing like that as they go to the free throw line.
A lot of physical contact in this basketball match.
First free throw from Julie Wayman misses. It's sponsored by the senior citizens of Christian County. Waiting for I think they're saying that was Clark who committed the foul. And the second free throw is up and in. 36-24 is the scoreline. 13 points was, I think, the largest lead of the game for Wayman as a foul is called. They're calling it against Joe Durbin as she was run into by her opponent. So Lincoln gets it back here, 1:38 left in the third quarter. As they've got it back now. Let's see, top of the three. And then another foul called, and that brings Taylorville to their limit. I think they're gonna get Simple Camp. That's her 4th foul of the game, if I've counted that up correctly. Might just try to get a confirmation here. Or are they saying that's only 3 fouls? They're saying that's only 3 fouls. Either way, she is substituted. And I think that was Peyton DeMichael who came on in her place. Too much to pay attention to. Paisley Holmes. Oh, that pass is intercepted by Grace Rogers. She takes it up the court to the left side. Sousley now at the top. What can they make of this? Rogers then just dribbling around, gets the foul, and she goes, or someone at least will go to the free throw line. Sponsored by the Senior Citizens of Christian County. That is McLeod who committed the foul, her 4th of the game.
Yeah, both teams they definitely look like they're stressed and they can't really afford any more fouls.
Well, both teams maxed out for the third quarter. Grace Rogers goes to the free throw line, and it's put up, and that's her first point of the game. Substitution as Julie Wayman is sent back to the bench. We're going to see who came on in her place, as second free throw is missed long and rebounded by Paisley Holmes. Quick action here from Lincoln. 1:04 left in the third quarter. 36-25 as the long 2 is put up, and it's rebounded by Peyton DeMichael as it missed, coming top off the rim. So Tornadoes have it here. Grace Rogers. As I'm having trouble swallowing. Here we are. Thea Sousley at the top. Peyton DeMichael looking for the pass there. Then back over to Sousley. Now to Durbin. Sousley again at the top. Rogers now. DeMichael on the left side. Long pass there to Bailey Jackson, who attempts the 3 for the right side. Rims up, top out, and rebounded there by Grace Biven. Oh, they wanted a foul as the foul is committed there by Joe Durbin, as the players almost ran into us.
Yes. Very scary.
Yeah. We're gonna have to catch them as they almost fall into our setup. And because Taylorville had maxed out, Grace Schneider is at the free throw line for Lincoln. So she is up, and substitution getting ready to come in. By the way, Greg Gilbert about to come on. First free throw misses, rolls off the rim. Garrett, I don't know if you had heard, but in one of the games, actually, a piece of our equipment got damaged by a ball that had actually come towards us. Did you hear about that?
I did not hear about that.
Okay, yeah, because you had said you had co-commentated as that shot that missed off the rim and tipped away by a Lincoln player and out of bounds Taylorville ball. So it had damaged actually a piece of our connection equipment, and it was part of a brand new piece of equipment we had only gotten about a week prior. So we had to actually dig through some other equipment we had to to make it work. 12 seconds left. Taylorville with the ball. They could make it a single-digit deficit. The top 2, DeMichael to Joe Durbin. She plays it out for a 3 and puts it in. 3-pointer there by Joe Durbin. 6 points for her as we reach three-quarter time. 36-28. Lincoln leads Taylorville as we go into the fourth quarter. This is Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Tornado girls basketball in 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. 36-28 is the scoreline, and Lincoln leads Taylorville as we go into the fourth quarter. Starting with the ball is Lincoln. Grace Schneider then finds her teammate Mia Clark as she's on the left wing, then back over to the left wing on the overlapping run by Holmes. Back to Grace Schneider. She's trying to dribble around, finds Holmes again, then cuts inside and tries to put up the short shot, and it is short, and it's rebounded by Nora Thomas. First action by her for some time in this game, as it is now to Hope Kitzman at the top, and that is... Who was that? That was Nora Thomas. Okay, now it's into Bailey Jackson on left short corner, and she turns around. I think she got that blocked as it goes out of bounds. Taylorville ball. 7:18 left in the fourth quarter. Taylorville staying somewhat within reach of Lincoln. Nice to see a competitive game like this. Haven't had too many of these this season from the Tornadoes. That pass swatted away by Clark and out of bounds. Taylorville will try again. Substitution as Lily Holmes comes into the game in place of Paisley Holmes. So here goes Kitzman looking for an inbound, had to go quickly, finds Simple Camp now to the top to Thomas. Back over to Peyton DeMichael. She sizes up the three, and it's short on the rim. She'd had 6 points in the game, all from the three as Lincoln goes the other way. Top now, Grace Schneider, left side. Oh, then the long shot is put up, rebounded by Lincoln, and was that no, I don't think that was a foul, judging by the signal. I think they say it was out of bounds as the Tornadoes have the ball back.
A lot of balls been going out of bounds here tonight.
See, just have another look on Tommy TV. I think it eventually went, no, but it looked like the official, you and I saw it on Tommy TV, it looked like the official had signaled or whistled before the ball actually touched the ground. So I think the player who was laying down, maybe was laying out of bounds and touched the ball. Either way, Taylorville's got it. 6:45 left in the game as it's 36-28, and the three is put up, and it's long on the rim, rebounded by Nora Thomas, and she gets the putback. Nora Thomas getting herself back on the board as it's a 6-point game. Lincoln attacks quickly, left side, the three is put up, and it's board rim out, rebounded by Max Simplecamp. Interesting one this, 36-30 as Taylorville. Now they smell something here. Left wing, now at the top to DeMichael, then to Max Simplecamp. Now to the right side, that is Hope Kitzman. Over to Thomas, then DeMichael, now to Jackson over on the left corner. Back to DeMichael, then high pass to Nora Thomas. Can she hold on to it? She does, and she draws the foul. Let's see, and I think they're saying that was Lily Holmes, and I think they're also saying it's free throws. No, they're saying it's Biven who committed the foul. Was it Biven or is it Clark? Okay, we got to figure that out. Someone committed a foul. Taylorville's at the free throw line, and the first free throw is good from Nora Thomas. It's sponsored by the senior citizens of Christian County. 36-31 Taylorville. Or rather, Lincoln. I got it wrong again, and it's missed the second time off the rim, and it's rebounded by Lincoln as they could stretch their lead. They very much need to. 5:40 left in the game. Left side then, Mia Clark. Now over to the right. Now to the top then, as that's Mia Clark. Now to the right side, out of bounds, as it came off a Taylorville foot, says the official. 5:28 left. Taylorville, they're within striking distance. Not, well, 2 scores, but that's not too bad. Now it's put up, and it's missed off the board and out of bounds off a Lincoln player, they say. Taylorville ball.
There's been a lot of rebounds tonight. Most, if it's on the Taylorville side, most kind of like rebounding it, missing, but the shots that make it are perfect.
5:17 left, and a foul called. That should be against Grace Schneider. Indeed it is. So 2 fouls against Lincoln so far in the quarter. None against Taylorville so far. Both teams got themselves into team foul trouble in the third quarter. Now Nora Thomas on the right side. She puts up the three, and that's border rim out. Who gets to it, and it's the Lincoln player as Taylorville commits the foul, and I think they're saying that is against, is that Simple Camp? That's her fourth foul. So a couple of players on foul trouble in this game. Substitutions as Nora Thomas comes in for Grace Rogers comes in for Nora Thomas. Thomas was on the floor. 5:03 left, 36-31. And dribbling well across here is Grace Schneider. Then just turns around now, finds her teammate, that is Mason McLeod. Been a while since we've seen her. Mia Clark, left side. Lily Holmes. Now to Grace Schneider. Just does a little stutter step, then dribbles backwards, finds her teammate McLeod on the right side. Then Schneider again, left, over to the corner. That is Clark. Then back over towards the wing. Stuttering, looking for a room there. Remember, no shot clock. At the top here, Grace Schneider, then to the left corner. Long pass then to Grace Schneider. Then the three is put up, and it's short on the rim. Rebounded by, that is Lily Holmes. Oh, she tried to turn around, it was blocked. Blocked by Peyton DeMichael. Oh, remember that if this one finishes close. As Hope Kitzman gets across here. Grace Rogers now for three from the left side. Look for the bank shot, and that's an air ball. Goes out of bounds.
Taylorville really trying to make this a close match, really keeping their defense up.
Grace Rogers felt that she should have made that shot. 36-31. As this one continues to be a fast-paced game. To the right side there, Mia Clark. Now over to the left wing as Grace Schneider steps back. Right on the logo now. 3:41 left. Mia Clark, and this is a bit of a divergence from how they've played otherwise in this game. Opting to slow things up. Grace Schneider now to the right side and look for the bank shot, and it's in. Lily Holmes. 38-31. Lincoln leading Taylorville. 3:23 left. As now it's DeMichael at the top. Now over to Hope Kitzman. Pass inside there, that is Peyton DeMichael, and the three is put up, and it's up and it's short, and rebounded by Lincoln. That was Joe Durbin who took the shot, as Lincoln's looking for a response here. And foul called. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on 96.5 The Chill. Tornado girls basketball on 96.5 The Chill as we get going again. Now it's with, at the top, Grace Schneider, her side up 7. As that is now at the left side, Lily Holmes. Now on the top, left wing again, pass tipped, but to the Lincoln player, and it's up and it's short, and it's rebounded by Lincoln, and they put it up, and it's Grace Biven who gets the putback. And the offensive rebounds dooming Taylorville again as Hayden Eldred calls timeout. A side down 9, 2:31 left in the game. We'll take a break. This is Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. 40-31, Lincoln leads Taylorville. The Tornadoes have the ball back. That timeout, by the way, brought to you by Taylorville Community Credit Union. Over to the right side, that is Durbin, then back to Simple Camp. Kitzman now, as all the single-digit numbers get involved. Durbin crossed all the way over to the left side. Quick movement from her as Kitzman now at the top finds Simple Camp over on the right wing. Then back to Kitzman. Now Grace Rogers at the free line as Simple Camp puts up the three, and it's in. Nothing but net from her. Her first field goal of the game. 2:02 left as Lincoln trying to get across on the left side. Full court press from Taylorville. They do get it across halfway. Dribbling around now, right side. That is with Holmes. And then to the top, and that is, who's that? Oh, whoops. Okay, I'm on the wrong side of my notes here. That is now to, at the top, or rather right wing, and the foul is called against Durbin.
Taylorville's really bringing a strong defense, making Lincoln really work for the points that they want.
They'll have had to work for this result, even if Lincoln does come out on top, which is what appears likely at this point. 1:39 left, looking for the pass, and that one came, that was almost out of bounds as it swung over, and the jump ball is called as a couple of players got down on it, and Taylorville has the possession arrow. They crashed into this table a little bit. Yeah. You can hear it rumble. Maybe actually even you folks listening or watching at home could have heard it on our microphones. All right, Taylorville down 6 with the ball. Grace Rogers over on the right side. Bailey Jackson then to Simple Camp, who draws the foul as she shot that one. And I think she should go to the free throw line. I think the foul is called against Holmes, which the board here says her first. I thought she had committed a foul earlier. So Simple Camp up for the free throw, and she puts it in. Of course, it'll be a pair of 3 free throws, and it's sponsored by the senior citizens of Christian County. 40-35 as the second free throw is up and bounces out. Rebounded by Lincoln. Taylorville only 1 for 2. And that shot there, or no, it's not a shot, still with Lincoln. Now it's on the left side, they drive in. Oh, nice little overlapping pass as Grace Biven then looks for the shot there. It's the off the board, and then the putback is in as Grace Biven gets the shot there. And now Taylorville has got it. They are down 7. 1 minute left. We tick under a minute. Grace Rogers over to Max Simple Camp. She turns around looking there for a pass. It's off a Lincoln player and out of bounds. So Peyton DeMike, no, I think they're calling a timeout. 49.8 seconds left. We'll take one as well. 42-35 Lincoln. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Taylorville with it. 49.8 seconds left in the game, and they are down 7. Turning in there, taking the shot, and that's long as the foul is called as Lincoln rebounded it. So that is Taylorville's 4th foul of the quarter. So they're out for the remainder of the game. Joe Durbin is who committed the foul, which is her 4th. A couple of players on 4 fouls in this game. Her, Max Simple Camp, and I think Mesa McLeod as well for Lincoln, if I've counted it up correctly. And just now a bit of a discussion over at the scorer's table. I think they're just working to clarify the number of fouls here. Yep, substitution made now as Simplecamp is dropped to the bench. Inside pass there as another, did they call another foul? Or did they say it was out of bounds? See, I see one of the officials going to the scorer's table. Oh, and it was a hit to the head there. Grace Schneider, right over to the face. And I think she's got to be substituted. Taylorville has maxed out, so that does send Lincoln to the free throw line.
Yeah, regardless of the score right now, both teams are giving it maximum effort right now. You really got to appreciate the hustle that we're seeing here.
Timeout by Lincoln. 44.9 seconds left. Still a 7-point game. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Getting near the end of this one. 44.9 seconds left. Taylorville down 7 against Lincoln. Now Lincoln's at the free throw line. Taylorville's maxed out on their fouls. It is Hutchinson. Emma Hutchinson, by the way, the 5'2" junior who sinks the first of two free throws. Those words twist my tongue. Simple as that. Here comes the second one as our side's now up 8. And that is in. It is now a 9-point game. Taylorville's got to hurry if they're going to give themselves a chance here. Joe Durbin takes that pass on the left wing. Now back to Rogers at the top. She hands it to DeMichael. To Simplecamp at 3 for 3 at the top, and that's rim up top out, and Grace Rogers there with a putback, and she puts it in. Her first field goal of the game. 23 seconds left as timeout is called. 22.6 seconds left in this one as the Lincoln head coach Corey Farmer called timeout. And it's a 1-minute timeout. Why don't we take another break here? 22.6 seconds left, 44-37 Lincoln. This is Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. 22.6 seconds left in this one. Lincoln leading 44-37 over Taylorville. Lincoln to inbound the ball from underneath Taylorville's basket, and the foul committed there. That's Durbin. That should be the end of her game if I'm not mistaken. That was her 5th foul, and she knows it. Coming off there for a player on 4 fouls, and that does also send Lincoln to the free throw line. Both teams really racking up the fouls late in this one, and in this case for Joe Durbin, it means she fouls out. Lily Holmes up to the free throw line for Lincoln, as time certainly does run out on the Tornadoes. Of course, it's not ticking at the moment, but the first free throw misses. Here comes the second one. Stay tuned for our post-game coverage. We'll look back at the game and name the Chill Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game as the second free throw goes in. 20 seconds left. Taylorville's got it. They're down 8. They just going quickly at this point. Grace Rogers puts up a long 3. Rim board out, rebounded by Lincoln. And another foul called. They'll again go to the free throw line, as that should just about seal this one. Lincoln set to improve to 13-6. Up next for them, they host Mount Zion, a team that Taylorville will travel to on Saturday. Lincoln then travels to Rochester and Centennial. Then they've got a couple home games against Mahomet Seymour and Decatur Eisenhower. At the free throw line now is Grace Biven, and she misses to the left. Neither team has shot all that well from the free throw line in this game. That could be a concern in some of these closer games. Second free throw is up, and it's in. 46-37, 10 seconds left. Oh, maybe one more possession for Taylorville. Sousley now from the right side looking for a pass. Finds Jackson, who can't keep a hold of it, and it goes out of bounds right in front of Purple Rain. So it is a 9-point game. Did I say 8 points? It's a 9-point game. 46-37. It's inbounded, and that'll be the last action of the game as time expires, and Lincoln takes this one 46-37. Closer game than I'm sure many would have anticipated, but it is Lincoln's win in the end as they take this one 46-37. Well, stay tuned. After this break, we'll name the Chill Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game and talk about whatever else there is to talk about with respect to this game. This is Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV. Tornado Girls Basketball on 96.5 The Chill and Tommy TV in post-game coverage as Lincoln has overcome Taylorville 46-37 here at the Dolph on this Tuesday evening. Reed Kama here alongside Garrett Schultz. And Garrett, you know, this was a game that, you know, was expected to be even more difficult actually for the Tornadoes than, you know, even some of the games that we've seen from them in the season so far. You know, going up against a team that won the state championship 2 seasons ago, a lot of players from that team still on this team. And yet, obviously, just in terms of the scoreline, a lot closer than we would have expected. And plenty for Taylorville to be happy about, I think.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't win, But there's definitely a lot to take away from the game. You know, they fought hard all game. You know, they had a bunch of grit, and they gave a good team a run for their money.
Certainly, and it was, just looking back at this game, it was 14-9 for Lincoln at the start of, or after the first quarter, and then 28-18, so actually both teams doubling their points tally here as we got to halftime. And then in the third quarter, Taylorville did actually win the third quarter, by my count at least, 10-8, so that made it 36-28 Lincoln after the third quarter. And then Lincoln did actually slightly win the fourth quarter. So really, you know, you talk about the good effort Taylorville had. Actually, the second half was, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was top. It was the second half, like as its own game, was a tie game. So a lot for Taylorville to be happy about in this one. Well, why don't we now name the Chill Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game, and we're giving this one to Peyton DeMichael. She had 6 points in the game, all in the first half, but those scores, when you look at the timing of those, like it was really crucial. Scores that helped keep Taylorville in the game and really frustrated Lincoln throughout. So, you know, Lincoln never really had much of a lead throughout, and Peyton DeMichael had those scores, had some rebounds, had I think 1 or 2 steals as well. So great performance there from Peyton DeMichael as she is named the Chill Nicole Patrick Country Financial Player of the Game. Let's look at some of the point scores across the two teams. I actually didn't get a chance to sum them all up for myself, so we'll go through Taylorville quickly. Like I said, Peyton DeMichael, 6 points for her, 11 for Bailey Jackson. Let's see, 5 for Nora Thomas, 3 for Grace Rogers. Let's see, I think I'm counting 5 points for Max Simplecamp, 6 for Joe Durbin, and yeah, 1 point from Julie Wayman. So that's all I got from Taylorville. Then you look at the Lincoln side of things. This is, I think, 13 points for, who was that? That was Mia Clark. So 13 points for her. Grace Biffen had 9 points. Emma Hutchinson came away with 8 points, 9 as well for Mason McLeod, 3 for Lily Holmes, 2 for Grace Schneider, and 2 for Gray Gilbert. Garrett, before we close it out, any final thoughts from you on this game?
Not really. It's just a great match. They kept it close. They really, like I said, they really made a good team a run for their money. So it's a pretty good match overall.
Well, Garrett, thanks so much for joining me here at the commentary desk. I'm Reed Kamai. Let's send it over to Maya, who's going to close things out for us. Maya?
Thank you, Reed. With a score of 46-37, it was a truly intense game. Both teams showing what true perseverance and dedication is. You can catch our next game this Friday at 7, the boys basketball game, for Tommy TV. I am Maya Clayton, and this is Tommy TV.
You're watching Tommy TV.